All right, so I am actually moving on to my next dish, which is called bread with cream cheese filling. Yes, cream cheese. Yes, vegan. I'll let. Yes, bread. Oh, you made this?
Yeah, I made that this morning. Potato bread.
What's in it?
Potato.
What else?
Is flour, sugar, salt, yeast, and then a mashed potato and olive oil.
I'm going to taste it, because that sounds lovely. It's good.
Thank you.
It's got like a softness, but then there's like a little bit of crispiness on the bottom. It's good.
I make breads. I'm out here making breads. We did not make the other bread. We bought that at the store because that's complicated. That's a complicated recipe. And I wanted rye flour. I went to 3 stores. I couldn't find rye flour. So got the next best thing, which is this Cheesecake Factory brown bread.
Which is actually happens to be vegan. Even though it says may contain, but everything says may contain. But when you read the ingredients, it does not contain milk or egg. But it does contain riboflavin.
What is riboflavin?
B12.
Oh, that's good, right?
Mm-hmm. Is it B12 or B2? It's a B. So. Okay.
I think you might have to bake that a little. How much does it say to bake it for? It's a take and bake, right? Heat and serve. Okay, heat at 350 for 5. See, they're very specific. 350 degrees for 5 minutes.
That's fine. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna let the cooking part of it be the heating part, because he wants me to, I'm gonna read, this is the longest recipe out of all the recipes that I've done. This is not just 2 sentences. Everything else was like 2 or 3 sentences. This is a full paragraph. For this, use the steamed Boston brown bread and a potato loaf. I guess. Steamed though? No.
Yeah, it's steamed, because when you cook the original Boston brown bread, you put it either in the oven or on this, and you put it in water. You put the actual mold in the water.
Oh, but I'm not steamed.
Oh no, you're not doing that.
That's what I mean by
too
no.
much. No.
Using a sharp knife. I lost myself. Oh, it says using a sharp knife. Period.
Using a sharp knife.
Take the crust from the white loaf. There's no crust. Then, instead of cutting crosswise, this one, cut in thin length pieces. And this is before sliced bread, so we're just gonna assume that they mean sliced.
Rufus invented sliced bread. Did you know that?
Did he really?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Shout out to Rufus.
He probably did. They probably took the credit from him, like with the salad.
Okay. Instead of cutting crosswise, cut crosswise. Crosswise? Cut in a thin lengthwise. Okay, lengthwise pieces. So this way, bro. Treat the brown loaf in the same way. Okay, they're both okay. I feel like these are mad thin. This is not what he had in mind. He was like, yeah, get them thick loaves. All right, I'm gonna figure this out, because the way this is a riddle, if anything. Treat the brown loaf in the same way. Butter a slice of the white bread on one side and do the same with the brown slice. Put the 2 buttered sides together and a thin layer of fresh cream cheese between. This is the vegan cream cheese, garlic and herb, so there's already flavoring in it. Girl. Next, butter the top of the brown loaf slice of bread. Spread again with cream cheese and lay a second slice of buttered white bread on top. Repeat until there are 5 layers, having the white last. Now with a sharp knife, cut crosswise. Oh, I see. I just deciphered it. All right, so boom. Sometimes with cream cheese filling can be varied with chopped. Okay, we're not gonna do that part. So what he wants us to do is pretty much do a Frankenstein bread. These aren't the same shape, so it's not gonna be easy. Maybe I'll do it this way. So he wants cut in half, right? Buttered, and then he wants me to cut this in half, buttered, put it on top. And then pretty much he wants me to make like a brand new bread. So.
Like a layer cake? Like one of those,
yeah, like
those
a layer
black and white layer cakes?
Yeah.
Okay.
But with bread. Man, he was out here carved up. I love him. That is my friend, Rufus.
While Sabrina is doing that, I will prepare the asparagus for the asparagus soup. I hate to say that the asparagus soup is not vegan. I had to boil the asparagus, boil some other asparagus, for 3 hours with beef bones. Now he asked for veal knuckle, and I don't mess with veal like that because of the cruelty, but there was no such concept in 1911. So they said veal.
So what did you use?
I used beef.
Oh,
Wait for it to get older. Wait for it to get older.
Oh, the cruelty.
I don't mess with kids, man.
Somebody's parent.
It's somebody's parent. That's all right. We all lose our parents at some point.
Not at 2 days old.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Shout out to Rufus.
So we're gonna cut the asparagus as small as I possibly can. Like I said, I would much rather have hit this with a hand blender and get a cream soup, but this is not what he wanted. And I want to abide by his wishes.
So, the Cheesecake Factory bread is the best part of going to the Cheesecake Factory. I'm mad that he said buttered both sides and then put the butter sides together. Rufus is like after my heart in a way that I've never known.
So you butter and cream cheese it?
Butter and cream cheese it.
Okay.
This man is trying to kill us. And I'm with it. Yes, I'm with it. Butter my casket as you lower me down. But it's like, so my excuse is, it's vegan butter, so. But it doesn't make a difference, guys.
I don't know.
You know what? I think I'm gonna just put the cream. Let me just.
Let's see, do I have any more? That's enough. That's a good way to tell how much asparagus you have, is to take it and break it, and that's really where you should be cutting off, but this is enough.
All right, I want everyone to see the creaminess of this cream cheese. I know I should be using a different knife. Don't come for me. I did not send for you.
Ooh, generous.
That's how Rufus would have wanted it.
That is how we would have wanted it. Took risks. This was a man who took risks. He didn't make his way from Tennessee to Chicago, being the first black man to write a cookbook without taking some risks.
I don't know if I'm gonna butter every layer. I feel like I've buttered enough today. No disrespect to Rufus.
Put more butter on.
Oh my God.
That's what they had. They had butter, they had cream.
Oh, they had cream for sure.
That's what they had. You can see, now ideally, so this is the asparagus soup that I'm going to add to. Ideally, I don't like the way that looks. And I'll tell you why I don't like the way that looks. Let's get this out of the way.
I like the way it looks right now.
Because I don't know if there was really a need to involve meat in this at all. And so you see there's a lot of fats in it. That's just the way it is. He made it fattier and crueler than it needed to be.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I guess that's just the way it was back in the day. I'm sure there's more flavor. Get this
If you've never tried vegan cream cheese, you know what? Put veganism aside. A lot of you are lactose intolerant and you still fear vegan options when you can have all the stuff that makes you sick without getting sick and you still get all the flavor. Like vegan ice cream is so good. Vegan cream cheese, vegan cheeses have gotten better. They've improved drastically. So I definitely suggest to everybody who is lactose intolerant, go to the vegan section and get stuff. Try it out. Why not? All right, I think this is what he wanted from me.
Oh, that looks nice. And then you pop it in the oven?
Nah, you gotta slice it and then kind of make it look like one.
Thank you.
One thing I do want to do. So I want to try to like shape it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab parchment paper. All right. I'm gonna move this to the parchment paper. Take this and I'm gonna roll it. I should roll it out.
All right.
Just to kind of give it a better shape. A more uniform shape. My bad.
My fat got stuck in the jar and I'm gonna leave it in the jar because I don't see why we need a big layer of fat in the thing.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot a layer
What layer?
of this bread situation.
Oh, that's fine, right?
No, he said he wanted the white being last. I'm going to do what he told me to do. That is my friend, Rufus.
I need a cup of milk. I need to put a teaspoon of flour into a cup of milk. Let's get in here. Soups. Very first recipe, asparagus soup. Add another bunch of asparagus and boil for 20 minutes. Mix a tablespoon of flour in a cup of milk and add to the soup. Season with salt and pepper, no mention of adobo, and let it come to a boil. Boil milk? I'm not gonna let that come to a boil.
Hey.
I'm not gonna do it.
Let it come to a boil.
I'm not gonna let that come to a boil. I already did enough of what he said for this.
That's what we're supposed to do.
I know, but boil milk?
Yes. You never boiled milk?
No, you don't boil milk. It'll separate.
What we have here is bread with cream cheese filling. It's all vegan. I made it. It's brown bread with potato bread. Brown bread you may be familiar with if you go to the cheesecake factory. And potato bread you may be familiar with if you live life. And so what it is, it's the brown bread, cream cheese, potato bread, cream cheese, brown bread, cream cheese.
Okay.
And a little bit of butter.
So it's a bread sandwich.
It is a bread sandwich.
All right.
So this is a 1911 dish.
I knew I recognized this bread.
Mm-hmm.
Tony got bread drunk one time when we went to Cheesecake Factory. He was just throwing the brown bread. Oh, bread.
I passed that.
You
Remember,
did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make it to the
Florida.
bed at the hotel room. I was on the couch in the front. I never made it to the
Never
bed.
made it.
I liked it.
Really good. It's good.
The cream cheese
What's
has like
the-
butter.
Is the cream cheese like mixed with something? Is it like
Garlic?
It's garlic and herb.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what that
You
is.
pronounce the H on herb. But no, this is no, I'll say this is like one of those things that you go somewhere and like, oh yeah, here's the tasters for before dinner, and they give you a whole platter of it. I have as much as you want, and then I can't eat dinner. So I eat all of these.
I feel like I should eat all of it, but I'm going to eat all of it.
Oh, I'm finished it.
Yeah?
I'm gonna eat
Oh, you
yours.
should.
That's fine.
It's good.
Yeah.
This
You
is
should.
great.
You should eat all of it.
Real good.
I love it.
This needs to happen more often. This right here.
The stare down though, like no pressure, but
It's
you know.
really, really good.
I have
But my
a-
stomach's out, so I'm trying to maintain my flat tummy day.
She didn't have a
Today's a
flat
good
tummy.
day.
She didn't have a flat tummy tea today, so now
Because that works.
we both be taking it.
So wait, what do y'all think? How
Are we rating
rating
this
this?
time?
Yeah, let's rate
Out of
this.
10, what kind of-
Saxophone?
Sure.
Of course, it's saxophone. That's how he does his movie review.
I'm doing slaps
Doesn't
You
slap
slap
bad.
me.
out of 5.
Let's start with you.
I'm gonna give this 4.5 saxophone.
That's you would be a
I want
you're a
some
tough
more,
grader.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I want more. It was seasoned good. It was warm, tender.
That's what really made a difference.
Yeah.
The
Man,
fact
damn
that it was
warm.
warm. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Mary
Yeah,
I like
finish
it.
hers though.
but that's because she got
I know.
She also has a bread allergy. Like too
That's
much bread.
real.
That's
Alright.
really sauce down here.
Hey man, look at my baby.
Thanks, boo.
What are you rating it, Farren?
I want to say a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
I give it a 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.5
What's that
slaps.
voice?
Mhm.
That's my rating voice.
Let's rate
This
the voice.
is this is my regular voice. This is my rating voice. I give it 4.5 slaps.
You gotta get smooth down.
So what about you?
I'm gonna go with 4 or 5 too. I don't really want to, but this like Tony. I agree with Tony. Like I
Oh,
honestly want more right now.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all
what
got
I'm
some
at.
more,
It's really
baby?
good.
We do.
You can have some more, because the next few aren't vegan.
Oh, that's perfect. Just bring that bread and then I'm in on
He
it.
gonna score everything off the bread. He
Right.
4.5.
Kid, what did you think?
Hers is gone, I think. She inhaled it.
That's a good
What
song.
you rate?
4.5.
All right.
Farren messed up the cross.
Yeah, Farren. You're the hater. Don't look at us. What's the call out you being the hater, not us.
How am I being a
She's the
hater?
Simon Cowell of this
I'm
group.
being honest. You guys are yes men.
No.
Oh, whoa!
Whoa!
Hold on,
That's
now.
how you throwing shots like that? All
That's
right.
what we doing?
I see where we are now.
Ratings
Farren.
can't be trusted.
I should have
Okay.
said yes at the altar. That's what that means.
Yeah.
And say, here, do you take the no? Hell no,
I know
man.
what's
Yes,
coming.
man.
We could go habitat
Somebody
for a
yell
couple
at Alex
years.
to win. Don't be a yes man, dog.
I'm gonna get us a hard maybe.
Perhaps.
Who you take? I don't know.
I don't want this by the way. Baby, you want this?
Good bread.
It is good.
It is really good.
I'll be honest.
I'm
This
not.
right here looks like old dishwater.
It really does. I was like, the way it sloshed around when she sat in front of us, I was like, I'm not, this is not appetizing.
Yeah, this one looks
This
like
is-
dishwater.
I am not excited for this right now.
You know, it's hard to like when they first told us about, when they first told me about this, I was like, man, I hope it's so weird to crack jokes about a former slave. You still gotta get the jokes.
Oh, the jokes.
You gotta get the
You
jokes.
actually had that thought ahead of
I
time.
had that thought.
I
I
had
was like,
no pre-thought.
Joke.
I was like, I gotta weave them in the right spaces. Like, yeah, he used salt and pepper. Salt and pepper, huh?
Was that it?
Like my face.
Oh,
No.
what are we eating?
No.
What are we eating?
Asparagus soup, which is the very first recipe
Asparagus
in the whole thing.
Okay.
You said which is the what recipe?
It's the very first recipe.
Oh.
Are we rating on presentation or just?
Let's go on
Rate
taste.
it.
Okay.
Cause you can't go on presentation because you can go to
No, but the spoon is killing it. But I'm just
shit.
saying the bowl is questionable.
It doesn't
Well,
look
they
that
didn't,
bad.
you know, they didn't have the hand blender back then.
He said it looked like dishwater.
That
It
is
might
it.
be.
A lot of
Yeah.
soups look like dishwater.
It's not
You over here
dishwater.
just
I made
Captain
it.
I'm just saying. You go to the
Anybody
Asian,
but me.
you go to the
defending
Asian
that.
restaurant, you get the miso soup. It look like dishwater.
It does.
It does.
It does.
It's so good.
And this surprisingly tastes like this water too.
Oh, it's not good.
No, it's good. It's, you know what? You can tell that back in the day they didn't use a lot of seasoning.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It just tastes
No
like
chemicals and
asparagus.
MSG. Huh?
It's
water
like
with a little.
it just needs some salt added to it.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I
like
like
a
to throw
broth.
some salt and hot sauce.
He got soul, man.
I'm-
He gets no more soul.
He got
than
soul.
No, but they
slave.
have to
He's
follow the
super bad.
recipe, and if it's
She cheated
reading
on
the
it.
recipe.
No, but my point
Oh.
being is like when he made this, it's like maybe he was just like, yo, like I already used up most of my soul being a slave my whole life and then getting free, so like this is just the blandness that comes afterwards. So this,
That was a horrible
I
description.
Yeah,
don't
you was really
like
reaching
this
for that one.
because
all I'm
I
saying
feel
is
like
this isn't
we're
okay.
rating
You're not
Sabrina's
tasting it.
cooking, not the recipe.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about the recipe.
I made that. I made that.
I'm just
Oh,
saying he
that's
got
what-
soul.
But
I
still,
don't
okay,
care,
well, I
that's
feel
all
like
mine.
I'm judging Maya's cooking and not the recipes. I just need to take
Is
them out of it and just think about the
I'm just
recipe.
saying, like, would you ever come up like dinner's ready and this is here? Are you excited?
Here's the
This
thing.
is the kick it off.
It's not bad though. If it had like some salt or some salt and pepper in this would be great. This is a great appetizer,
What's
like raw. It's an
And I'm not-
asparagus.
Asparagus and beef broth.
Oh, and beef raw.
Mhm.
I like that. Huh?
You don't taste I don't taste the
Asparagus.
beef at all, do you?
I don't taste the beef
All I
at
taste
all.
is asparagus and bland.
Yeah.
Just keeping it real.
And
Very bland.
I'm also
I
not
don't
a
finish
soup person.
I love
but-
Then take another swig, man. Y'all
I like it.
judging it off.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like it.
You
I-
are saying a lot to not be.
What's beef in it? Come on.
it. Can't taste it.
He wanted to put veal in. The recipe called for veal knuckle,
baby-
which is hard
the
to
babies,
find,
huh?
and I went with the beef instead. 'Cause veal is.
I'll be honest with you, it's not bad. All I need is a little salt, a little pepper, and
We got mixed emotions here.
I wasn't my favorite recipe either, but hey,
Oh, you guys do our rating on it?
yeah. What's your rating?
Oh, you can't.
Alright.
What you got, Farren? Go ahead. Start off. Hey,
I just got it. Oh. I just know. You know how the people whose little Yelp reviews like, if I could give it 0 stars, I really don't like it.
Mm.
I really
so this is a 0.
Yeah.
Wow.
don't.
Wow,
Like
okay.
it.
I give it 2.5 slaps.
All right.
Other
Man,
than,
how
like,
you go from this really good to 2.5?
wait, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm basing it on. I'm thinking about the recipe, what they had to do with. I mean, what they had to use back then. Like back then, this was probably straight like
Yeah.
asparagus.
No,
I'm
think
like,
about
oh, man,
just
what
taste
asparagus
it and
come
judge
from?
it. That's
Yeah,
more
we're
right.
talking about right now.
asparagus.
Don't-
2.5. Because I guarantee if I would have like even if you gave me some salt and pepper packets right now, that would have put it up
I'll
to
say-
3.5.
I give it a 1.5, but I think if you had that bread with it,
That might
that
make a
would be
difference.
actually really good. I
Okay.
think.
More of that bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said they was gonna bring you some. I don't
Can
know.
they bring out the bread every time?
Now, keep in mind, since he was a chef on a railroad, he was cooking for a lot of wealthy white people with different taste buds.
White people don't like seasoning.
Oh, so
That
this
makes
is
sense.
perfect. That's another
Yeah.
thing. Everything is spicy for me. So
As in, like you
I
like
just-
things being spicy.
Yes.
Or is that spicy?
No, I'm
Okay,
saying
got
I
it.
like spicy food, so I needed so much more. Just salt and pepper was
Honeymoon was very weird when she brought the tapatio out.
I'm really
So
hurt
what's
that you looked me in my eyes when you said that.
Because I wanted you to know how serious it was.
Yeah, I was.
I almost did this.
I was ready for
The
that.
honeymoon.
In the touch.
That's how serious it
I
was.
wasn't ready. I really wasn't ready
They
for that.
put a finger in a bowl of tapatio and put it in my mouth, and I just, it's so hot. Shut up. Shut up. Okay.
Tapatio.
Uh,
Shout out to Tahir for finishing his food.
Hey, man.
oh, you know what?
I don't care about that, Tony. You making me feel no type of way.
I tried it.
Judgment eyes, though.
I'm ready for the next thing.
I'll
Let's
say
get
this is
going.
the least spicy thing I've ever eaten. I'll say that.